afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. Good morning, good evening, wherever you are. Let's get this volume right. And let's get the microphone in the right place so I'm not busting my back trying to get it sorted. So, here in the UK, it's 1:30. And yeah, woke up this morning. What's going on? So I thought, again, I was just going to bring another video out. I wasn't going to do another video until January, right? But as this has happened, I'm guessing that there are a load of you that are scared now and thinking, what's going on? What's going on? What do we do, right? And yeah, that's what I wanted to come and address. And but where do we start? Okay, so buy the dips. Yeah, we hear this regularly. Buy the dips, buy the dips, buy the dips. So first of all, should we buy the dips? That would be my first question, and that's the first question that I want to answer. Okay, and as I was looking into things, I noticed that El Salvador have officially bought the dip. Okay, so if the president of El Salvador has bought the dip, then that's what we've got to do. We've got to buy the dip, right? And yeah, there we go. He's buying the dip. So that's what we got to do, buy the dip. Question is, should we buy the dip of Bitcoin or should we buy the dip of the altcoins? Because as we look down the list here that we've got, if I move myself out of the way for you, losing my balance, right? The thing is, I'm going to look over here and it's going to look wrong, isn't it? Maybe, just for you guys as a benefit, I believe that I can, where is it? I believe that I can go into here. Let's move this monitor out of the way. Monitors everywhere. And yeah, basically, flip right, flip to the right, flip to the right, flip to the right. Where is it? Where are you? No, I'm not going to spend forever on this. That's going to move the layers. Where is it? Where's the setting thing? Is it that one? Flip to the left. I don't know because it's where I want it. Don't worry. Okay. I will not bother spending any more time on it. Okay, let's get to Bitcoin and look at what's going on. Right, so buy the dip, okay? The Fibonacci levels are really important for us to take into consideration, okay? So should you be buying now? We'll get onto the alts in a second. I was just going to say, if you look down the list here, you'll see there's some of them that are down massive percentages in comparison to Bitcoin. So yeah, against the pound and the dollar, Sand is down 15%. Against Bitcoin, it's actually holding itself quite well. So quite pleased with that. Did a Sand video yesterday, and I was saying that this number here of 660 is a really strong point of support, and it's showing that it broke down, but this VCAT recovery has come back. So it's quite healthy. But my point is that they're all down more than Bitcoin. Bitcoin dominance is coming down, giving us a chance for the altcoins for us to get some gains on the altcoins to gain on Bitcoin, and then essentially move back to Bitcoin if that's what you choose to do. Right, so looking at the technical analysis side of things, let me just start off by going to the weekly, right? Because with the weekly, we're going to find out whether we're actually in trouble or are we not in trouble. And we're not, because we've got lower... I'm going to say, yeah, right, here we go. So we've got this low, then we've got a higher low, and even with this dip now, if we put a trend line in, even with that dip just to the wick, we're still coming down, and we haven't come below this low here, right? And if we close today, which would be nice, if we close today with this recovery of El Salvador buying and all of the other major corporations that have been looking and waiting for this to happen, for them to buy as well, we'll most likely end up in a VCAT recovery. Maybe not to the position where we're at now this weekend, but I don't believe that for a second that we're going to start coming down and creating lower lows. So if that is the case, then we're looking at these areas here. If I draw a box, this is going to be a concern if we can't find a box for a start. It should be there, shouldn't it? It should be here. Where are you, box? Where are you? Rectangle will do. Okay, so if I go like that, I make this a little bit longer. There we go. That is the area. And what I'm doing here is I'm looking here, 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 and now this dip that's just come down here, which is going to take us to the 236. If we end up going below this and into here, then this is where I'm going to be starting to get worried, because we're going to be touching here and getting a lower low. The likelihood of that happening, I just can't see it, just because of so many people having money in the sidelines ready to buy the dip when it happens, and it's just happened, and it's continuing to happen. So yeah, that's it on the weekly. That's where I'm looking. As we've come down here and done this, we are now at a lower point on the RSI. So we've got 46.73 there. If you look at this number just there on the RSI, we've got 46.73. All right, which means that we've got a lower low so far on the RSI. And if we go to this point here, where we had this low on this red candle on the 20th of September, we had 50.74, which is considerably lower. And this is creating what they call a hidden bullish divergence. So as long as we close today with this being below this and this height being higher than this, then we're in a good place. And yeah, certainly we've got it on the 20th of September, and we've also got it here. Sorry, no, we got it on the 20th of September, and we got it here on the 29th. So creating this hidden bullish divergence, which is really good and really healthy. If we didn't have that, then all we would have is a basic trend with no hidden bullish divergence on the weekly. Okay, so we're still very much in a bull trend, and very, very powerful. I haven't heard any technical analysts bring this out yet. This is just something that I saw and I wanted to bring to your attention. It's comforting, and it's strengthening, and it's healthy for Bitcoin from a technical analysis point of view. And I'm talking spot trading here, so I'm talking about holding the asset for as long as you feel that you want to, until the point that you sell. For traders that are day trading, and we need to be looking at a lot smaller time frames, which is where I'm about to go next. All right, so that's the first thing to bring out there. Get worried if we break this point. Can't see it happening. El Salvador are buying the dip, and I'm sure all of the other big names are going to be buying it as well, including Elon Musk. So yeah, all right. So that's the El Salvador stuff out of the way. Okay, right, and that's that. So let's go down to the daily and see what's going on and transpiring on the daily. Well, coming from the top to the bottom, excuse me, from the top to the bottom, we have broken this area that I was on yesterday. Was it yesterday's video? I posted the video a day or two ago. This is kind of the key area here that you find a bounce. We haven't. We've come below it, and we've gone to the 50. Now, this line here, I'm going to keep this trend line here, because I feel that in the next couple of days, we're going to find one of these points here as being where there's a comfort, happy medium between the buyers and the sellers, and at that point there, we will know if we're going to trade it with any kind of leverage. We will know whether we're going to put a short in or a long. At the moment, kind of a no trade zone if you're going to be doing a day to week trade. We don't know quite which way it's going. If you can see under here, it's not really very, very bright, but I have got volume. But bring to the front. Let's change the settings to something that you can see a little bit more. Let's make it a little bit brighter. Okay, so there's the green, there's the reds. So now you can see the volume. And I need to let you guys know that today, in the last 24 hours, trading volume has gone up 100%. 100% from the previous weeks. Okay, so the amount of people that are trading right now is incredible. So yeah, so you could wait until it comes up and touches the halfway mark, and then sell. Wait for it to come down a little bit until you kind of feel that there's you put your fibs between here and here, and then I'll show you. So you'll put your fibs between here and here, and then here you're going to be finding, you can stretch that out and you can find percentages then about how much you're making. So you'd wait for it to come to here, you'd sell, and then you buy down here at 3%. Now 3% of 100,000 is obviously £3,000 that you'd make in a few minutes, hour. And then you could you could wait a day or two and put and scalp it on a bigger time frame. Likewise, you could wait until it comes down to the bottom here as people sell, and do that, because that's going to happen, and then put your buy order in down here. And yeah, so let me do a fib from here to here rather than pressing reverse for you, and say that a really great time to buy if you're going to put a buy order in. For me, if I was going to do this, which I'm not because I don't have any extra funds right now that I'm happy to put in, I've just got them in other things, and so I'm just going to keep everything as it is, because yeah, that's my situation, that's my choice. However, if I did, then I would be putting money in at 46,178 roughly, because that's around about that 6.60. Might come down again to there. This is just what I feel is going to happen. None of this is financial advice. It's just my own opinions. And yeah, okay. So that's that one. Moving on again. Let me just check to make sure you guys can see and hear me, because I'm rambling on. I don't even know if I'm on. Doesn't look like it. Does not look like it is live. Why not? Yeah, there is. Yeah, it's live. That's cool. All right. Hello, mate. Yeah, I was just like thinking, I've got nobody on, but it's saying that I've got some current viewers, so I'll carry on talking. Cheers, Ghost. Yeah, and the video yesterday saying who you were. So yeah, thank you for letting me know. I got it. Cool. You're a top man. Okay, so buying the dip, moving forward. There's your trend line. I'm going to keep this trend line in, because as we go up and we end up hitting like the 100,000 or whatever, you might find, and it's very likely that you'll find that this trend line, if you end up putting a pitchfork in, that the pitchfork will end up holding as an active support as we go up. Now, when trading happens, and I'm talking forex trades, I'm just talking about the market in general, you tend to find that before a massive breakout to the upside, there will be massive sell-off, and that sell-off is just to create the fear, so that the people at the top that sell, that cause the crash, can then buy in at the bottom, then FOMO kicks in, and then it goes rattling high. Okay, and I believe that that's what's happened today. All right, I believe that's what's happened today. I've seen, I think it was Carl from the Moon, that says he doesn't believe that this is a VCAT recovery. I think that it is a VCAT recovery because of the news, because of the RSI. We're in an oversold mark now area, which is fantastic. It's exactly where we want to be. There's hidden divergence right there. We're above the previous low and lower on the RSI. So we've got this bullish divergence while the RSI is going down. It's just beautiful. It's beautiful on the weekly. It's beautiful on the daily. It's the time to buy. All right. So all is good. Hey, I'm not a cat. I was not a cat. Nice to see you. Thanks for coming on. Yeah, all awesome stuff. To let you guys know that my Discord, I changed phones, got a new phone, and when I got my phone, I did the exchange, but now I don't have the QR code for the Discord, so I can't enter the Discord now. I need to create a new account, and I just haven't got around to doing that yet. So give me some time, and then I'll come on and I'll be in touch with you guys again. For now, it's just watching Rocky do his thing, which is great, and no doubt he's going to come on later. So I'm looking forward to watching him as well. Right. So on the weekly, beautiful on the daily. Again, beautiful. We've got this beautiful situation going on here. And okay, so are we going to go down? Can we buy more? Can we buy it a little cheaper? What's it saying? The volume's high now, right? We're coming down to the daily. You look at the daily. The daily is still high. If we the daily is still high. You know, so we've got. I don't know if you can see that. I just changed it. Let me make it even darker. Let's go to there and get the red darker as well. All right. There you go. There's the volume. Yeah. So volume's higher as we've come down. Trading volume 100% more than it was the last weeks. So yeah, massive volume compared. And yeah, is it going to come down? I want to go to the 4 hour and have a look. So on the 4 hourly, so there you go. So it was only this was the volume where it all started to crash. Volume was high, we were coming down, we bounced off this trend line, and now we're like flittering around just here. So we haven't really got a lot on the 4 hour to tell us where we're going, apart from the fact that the volume is diminishing after all of this. Probably because as people sold, we had a load of buyers as well, pushing the price back up again. So let's go down to the hourly and see what we've got on the hourly. Have we got anything? Because we probably will find something. Right, so we've come down vertically really quick, and now we've got this, what could potentially be classed as a bear flag. And if it is a bear flag and it comes down and creates that, then we could be coming down again, coming down to kind of this mark here. Now, if I put a line in around about where I think it's going to be, and then have a look at the fibs. So from there to there, going to take us from the breakout, which will probably be about there. So there's let's have a look on the rule. So we'll go down to about 6.3%. So then if I come off from there, 3.6%, it's going to take us to 45,158. So approximately there. Okay, and then we go back to the daily and we draw the fibs in. From the point of the fall to its bottom, which was there. There you go. So the 236, potentially we might go down to the 236 if we look at that. What's certain is that the 328, the 0.328 is likely to get touched should that bear flag play out. So yeah, good place to buy, 46,000. Moving on to the altcoins. What's going on with the altcoins? We're going to make some money on the altcoins? Of course we are. Same thing, really. This is the problem. Is a little bit too late. I'm just hoping that you guys that are followers, that you know all of this stuff already, and that you'll have come on, and you won't be emotionally selling, thinking what the hell's going on. All right, don't do that. Buy. You know, it's the time. It's the time to buy. The thing is about buying now is you've got that trade-off of buying now. Great, it's a really good time to get in because when you're up here and looking back on any of these assets being up and then looking back thinking, oh, I should have bought back in here, back in September. I wish I could go back in time and buy. And here we are now, even further back. We're like at the same price as when it was in August. So if you were looking back thinking, I wish I'd have bought back in August, well, we're now back in August. It's given us that opportunity to buy. It's this the Fibonacci lines that we look at is nature, and it's just how we when we're deep, balls deep into something that we're really passionate about or really desperate on, and we start seeing it go down and down and down, and we think we're going to lose out. Then what happens is our emotions turn around and sell. And say we just can't bear this anymore, right? And it's counterintuitive to buy. It's counterintuitive. We don't want to do it, but inevitably, when it goes back up again, like literally just 4 days there, 5 days from there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days. It went up 33% in 6 days, and it's just come down the same amount in an hour, 2 hours, right? So yeah, 33% in 6 days. it's possible that it's going to do that, very possible. And you know, the self-fulfilling prophecy of this £100,000 mark by Christmas. This is a shakeout. This is just to scare everybody off. We all sell. When I say we, I'm on about the general public. All sell because we think Bitcoin's potentially going down to 30 grand or the 20 grand mark. We all sell, and who buys those sells? Because there's only 10% of the available Bitcoin on the exchanges. Last time that I checked. So who's going to buy that 10%? Well, they don't need to buy the 10% that's on the exchanges, because all of the silly chuffs are all selling up, and then you know, the bigger fish are buying, and they're buying our loss. So when it goes up, we look back and go, why did we sell? This is exactly what's going to happen. What do you think to keep? What do you do to keep your emotions in check? Walk away for a bit, says Grace. That is exactly what I do. I have my buy orders on my phone constantly, and what I do instead of going into Binance or into Coinbase or into CoinGecko, wherever it is that I normally look, I won't look into those things. CoinDesk, not CoinGecko. What I do is I stop, and instead of looking at my balance to find out what my balance is, I go to TradingView, and then I look at the charts. So I don't look at it. And if it's looking bad, then I don't look at my balance, because I know that my balance will scare me and worry me, and then I'll start losing sleep and I might sell. Yeah. So what I do is I just look at the charts. Now, if the charts are telling me it's bad, I don't look. If the charts are telling me it's good, and I'll know that it's good, because I know roughly where I need to be for it to be at least where I was, or on the other ones where I know that I'm going to be wanting to sell at some point, then I can get excited. I can look, and then I can use that euphoria feeling of great, I've made this money. And yeah, that's what I do to keep it in check. I just don't look. I just look at the candles. Just look at the candles. When the candles will tell me whether I can look or not. And that is exactly what I do, truthfully. That is what I do. Look at that volume. Look at that volume on the daily there. It's massive. Yeah, really good. Wouldn't be surprised if the exchanges were buying here. Of course they are. Yeah, but the exchanges don't have enough to keep everybody going when this rally happens, and it does go up to the 100k mark or more. There won't be any money on exchanges. It'll be people selling that are euphoric. It'll be people that are selling, and then we will be buying their coins. So it's not their money that they hold. It'll be our money that we're selling that they're buying. So yeah, cool, Grace, excellent. Some fantastic discounts right now. Okay, Algorand is one of my favourite projects. It's down massively, so you've got a real great opportunity. I was looking into Algorand up here, thinking, I should really want to buy more. I was looking at it thinking, yeah, it's going to go up, and it didn't, and then it did this massive bounce, and then I was like looking back thinking, there's no way I want to buy Algorand at £2. I just really don't want to buy it. When I started buying it, it was down at 30p. What's that? 20 cents or whatever. And now we're down to, well, we were down earlier to the pound mark. If I was awake at that time, then I would have taken money off of my trade my trades accounts, not my cryptocurrency, but the ones that I TradingView, where I buy my stocks and shares. So Algorand, good project. If that ends up coming back down again, then I'll be buying that. Other ones, this sand I'm really into right now, keeping my eye on that. I believe this is going to give us a massive leg up here, and we can create a lot of money on sand, which is over up on Binance. And there we go, loads of projects. At the minute I'm wearing a hoodie that says Theta. And Theta is a awesome project. I believe in that one as well. We've got Cardano, which is one I'm encouraging people to buy that pay me for instructions. Cardano is right where I want it to be. Yesterday, on yesterday's video, whatever, I mentioned this number here, this 0.66, and look. There it is, and it almost bounced off of that this morning. So it's a real powerful point of support. Even though we've just had this massive dump, it still didn't break that. It still didn't break it, whereas Bitcoin and everything else did. So Cardano, great time to buy Cardano. And when we do go and break all-time highs, then we're going to be looking at 117% gains just to get to the highs. And then after that, we can break it down into trades, buys and sells if we want to scalp the candle on the way up. Yeah, meta projects at the minute are going to go ballistic. Here's another one. Great project. It's just the time to buy all around. It's just discounts. It's discounts on other people's fear. It's discounts on other people's fear. I'll be interested on Monday to see what the stocks and shares are going to do. What's AMC going to do? What's GME going to do? Because yeah, I'm just going to be interested to see. And I'm also interested. Something I haven't done yet is just to look at to see if there is a. I want to look to see if there's a Bitcoin a CME gap. So we've come down, and is there a gap? Is there a gap? There isn't, is there? Is there a gap? There's a gap there. Ooh, that's scary, isn't it? 32,000. Then we've gone up, then we've gone up, then we've gone up. Yeah, there isn't a gap. Thought there might be. I thought there might be a gap that we might have filled there. Just it kind of come to me, but I think 32,000 is a little bit extreme. And we would end up, if we did, we'd end at 32,000 and coming back up. We'd probably end up breaking this low here. So yeah, these are old ones now. But okay, maybe one day on the other side, once we come back down, we might fill that. But for now, Bitcoin is looking healthy on the weekly and healthy on the daily. Monthly is like just stupid to look on the monthly for trading, and but we are still lower. Higher lows all the way and higher highs. So yeah, and if I shrink that up a little bit, we've got that one there, which is there. Then we've got higher. What's this saying? This is saying, I'm looking at this number just here. This is bottom here is saying 60.23, and here is saying 59.74. So yeah, well, this is lower. This is lower, and this is higher. So yeah, as long as we can close below 60.23 this month, then we've got hidden bullish divergence. We've just got to see. We've just got to see what's happening. It's kind of really close at this point because we are in December, right? So we've got this bearish divergence that plays out here. This just bearish divergence on the monthly, which would be perfect for December to give us a massive high. We don't get quite high enough, and then we end up falling down, ready for the crash after Christmas. Then that would play perfectly on the monthly, which we wouldn't see yet because we're looking at kind of day trading, week trading. On the weekly, it's looking great. So it's just all playing up now for the shakeout, scare everybody. But we're not scared because we know what we're doing, and we're going to buy in. And once we buy in, we end up buying everybody that's scared's coins. Then it goes up, and the tokens. Then it goes up. We then sell, and then it all crashes, and then we can buy back in again. And then in 3 or 4 years' time, we become millionaires. Right? Sound good? Right? I think so. I think it sounds great. I want to be a millionaire. Or am I already? I'll have to. I don't know about that one. I'll have to have a count up, get my calculator up, and have a look. Anyway, okay, there we go. So let's just keep our eye on this, guys. If we end up hitting this kind of area here of 45,000 again today, then I'll be most likely taking stuff out of other things and buying into Bitcoin. Bitcoin's the most solid and secure asset to buy at the moment. Whilst there are others that are potentially going to give us more gains, like sand. I wouldn't be putting 100% of my money into any of these projects, regardless of how positive and good that they look. Of which this looks great. Guys, I've got nothing else to say. It was just that video, really. I just wanted to pop in and tell you guys everything that's happening. Apart from that, how are you? I haven't caught up with any of you for ages, but it's really nice to see the two main guys that look after me. And it's really good to have you on here. Is there anything you want me to look at? Have you got any questions while I'm here? Because I don't appear very often, and whilst I'm here and I've got a little bit of time, have you got any questions? Grace, Kat. Do you have any questions? Do you have any questions? Takes a while to come over to me. If not, then I'll sign out. If not, then I'll sign out. Chiliz is another one. Chiliz is a foundation for NFTs, and yeah, they're like one of the top. Let me go to coin NFTs. You see, as I'm doing this, what I'm noticing is things like, the metaverse tokens. They're massive, like, down on market cap, right? But NFTs are all, well, not all, but a lot of it's within the metaverse. They're not NFTs. Gaming NFTs, because we thought at the beginning, like when they first came out, that most of it would be for NFTs would be in excuse me guys, I'm tired. NFTs would be in things like art work, in digital art, in what's the word I'm looking for? It'll come to me in a minute, but it's kind of more towards the gaming now. Sports people. When I was thinking of NFTs back when I first started really looking into them, that most of it was to do with sport. NFTs, looking at the NBA and different soccer teams and stuff like this. And there was the odd bit like Pokemon ended up getting bought up. Yes, but now it's absolutely 100% gaming. It's all about the metaverse. So the artwork that's for sale for stupid money, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands, are all based on the meta projects. So yeah, things like this sand, which is why it's held its own, with Bitcoin on this drop, and the other ones too. So yeah, that's it. Quick look at Matic. Okay, we can do that. We can look at Matic. Matic Bitcoin, Matic USD. Guess you want me to look at Matic USD. Which one have I got? Which one have I drawn on already? None of them. See, Polygon is great. What exchange is that? It's Binance. Okay, Binance. Let's just go direct with Binance. Okay. A lot of this, right, is stuff that you guys can do yourselves, because I know that you're capable. I heard about Rocky's trading course. That's exciting. Any of my viewers, have a look at the description, and I always put Rocky in there, so he'll be down there. And yeah, check him out. And he's doing a course, and it's going to be quite exciting. But okay, so here we go. So we've got an upward trend. Let's get a pitchfork going on in here. I've done that wrong. There we go. We'll pull him down to there. I'll pull him to there and to there. I just want to try something a bit bigger. Let's go from here to here, right? Let's get that on there. Let's get the magnet tool and just attach him onto the top of that point there. Yeah, that'll do. Okay. Right. There we go. And then if we pull out the timeline, and go from here to December, so about Christmas Day. Christmas Day, approximately, and this is just generic, right? This is just small. Percentage wise, where are we here? So this is where we are. This is where we just drawn the line. So we've got 33% there for up until Christmas Day. From that point there, I believe that from around Christmas Day, we're going to hit the 786. I reckon a couple of bounces off the 786, and from there, sky's the limit. The sky is the limit. Let's just find out where we've got divergences. Hold fire. Higher. 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 Yeah. So we haven't got any hidden bullish divergence. We haven't got any normal divergence either on the daily. Interesting on the weekly. Let's have a look at that one, because that's going to give us a little bit more as to what's going to happen after Christmas. Are we going to find that we're going to carry on, or is it going to be more of an issue after Christmas? You know, so we've got high, because we're definitely in an uptrend here. You know, on the weekly, we're definitely getting higher highs, higher lows, and but we've got no bearish divergence in play. When we got see, even though we just had that massive drop, we're still not creating any hidden bullish divergence. We're just going as it is. The thing is with Polygon or Matic, the thing is with it is it's such a fantastic project, and it hasn't been moving. You know, it hasn't been moving as fast as everything else. And what that means is like a consolidation. And think of consolidation as being like a spring getting loaded up, and then when it goes, it bolts off. So with regards to divergence and things like this, there isn't much showing. But fundamentally, it is building up for massive moves, and I believe that, you know, it's off. It's gonna go massive. Just looking at it against Bitcoin, seeing if there's anything showing there. No hidden bullish divergence. Just looking at that one there. But there isn't anything really. We've come down, created a lower low, but nothing there. Yeah, not really a lot to say about. Polygon. We just got to turn around and say, okay, well, we know what the fundamentals are of it. We know how many projects that are built onto it, and just be confident in knowing about the project. I very silly. I put all my money into Shiba. I put all my cryptocurrency into Shiba Inu, and when I was in it, you know, you were saying about how you know, what do I do to keep my emotions in check? Whilst I was in Shiba, it did a rally, and I was excited because I'd made some dough. But when it started coming down, my emotions was just telling me, why the heck are you, meaning me, in a coin that doesn't have any fundamentals? I don't know the first thing about Shiba. I just know it's a meme coin and that everyone's buying it. And because of that hype, I just wanted to get on the back of it. So I just put everything in that I had, just for a quick, you know, few hours or day. It ended up being 2 days because it was exciting. But on the second day, it started to come back down, thinking I'm gonna lose on this one. So I came out, right, and it's a good job that I did, because it carried on going down. My point is when you're in a project that you don't know anything about, your emotions, you don't have any foundation. They're not based on anything. You go excited into something that you don't know anything about. However, once you're in deep into a project, but you know about the project, you know about the people behind it, you know what it does, you know that there are big companies behind it. It might be Sony, you know, it might be Amazon, it might be Apple, you know, whoever it might be. If you know these companies are buying into it or on board with this company, then yeah, then the sky's the limit. And there's one called audio. There's a audio one. I'm gonna sec on here somewhere. I think it's called audio. Is it audio? There we go. There we go. There we go. Audio. Yeah, there it is. Right. I believe that these guys are the TikTok had a choice to be for their music to use, all the different music streaming companies to use. But they didn't. They chose to use audio, and then when that happened, audio rallied massively. And this so this big uprise here, from here all the way up, is all the hype about what ended up happening with audio. And now we've come down and had this bounce off of here, and here. We had it here. We've got strength here, strength here. So it wouldn't surprise me now if this is the low of audio. It's a great time to get in. We're in an oversold place on the RSI. Yeah, another great project to put 5% of your portfolio into there, because this is one of those ones that can 2-3x quite easily, and it's one of those projects that if you're in and it comes down like it has done now, you wouldn't be worried. You wouldn't be thinking, oh no, I'm in one of these projects and I don't know the first thing about it, or it's a meme coin or whatever. And Mackie, come on. So we've got a visitor now. And yeah, it's one of those projects that you'd be comfortable with. You coming up? You gonna come and say hello to people? You coming? No, just want some food probably. Meow meow. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So there you go. There's the situation. Is you need to know what you're in. If you're in something that you're comfortable with and you're strong about, then you won't be worried when it comes down. If you're all in completely in Bitcoin, and it crashes the way that it has done today, why are you concerned? Okay, so your balance has just gone down 20% or whatever. Why are you concerned when you know El Salvador's in Bitcoin? When you know that it's a currency that that's being used all around the world by massive corporations, when there's ATM machines around London City and other places that another towns. We've got two in our town, two ATMs. Bitcoin's here to stay, guys. Bitcoin is the future. It's the gold standard. So if you're in it and it's come down, don't sell. Don't be worried about it. Just hold tight. Hold tight, my mans. Hold tight. Good. Okay. So Polygon. My point is, with regards to Matic and Polygon, great project. Don't be worried about it. It's come down. Buy more. That's it. It's not financial advice. It's just do it. Yeah. Okay. Right. Is there any other questions? Because I want to go and watch Venom. That's what I'm going to do today. I'm going to watch Venom. And I think it's about 15 quid, and it's streaming on Amazon, I believe. Is it Amazon or is it Apple? I don't know. Streaming on one of them, and that's my plan today. Some popcorn and watching that. Yeah, feeding time. To be honest with you, he's gone now. He's gone. So, and there is food in the bowl. So I think he just wanted a little bit of fuss. Do you know? This morning I was asleep. The cat jumps on the bed, and then starts sort of like kneading at me, like with his paws, and I'm like, oh, for goodness sake, I kind of opened one eye, looked at the time, and it's sort of like 6:30. Cat's kneading. I was 6:30. What do you want? So I was like, Mackie, just gently, just go away. And then he kind of rolls over on my chest and like stretches, and I'm like, all right, that's cute. It is cute. But then his paw reaches up and pulls my cover down, and then he starts kneading my chest, and I'm like, so I grab his paw with my thumb, just lift up his thumb, and then he starts kneading my thumb. So then I get him off, and as I put him onto the side, he then lays on my hand, and then I end up having my hand like mounted on the floor on the mattress, and then I'm like, great, because I don't want to move him. So I'm there now at 6:30 in the morning with the cat. Got me in the mount position like Gracie Jiu Jitsu, and I can't move. Why does a cat have that power over me? You know, why don't you just get rid of the cat and just go to sleep, or not, you know, take him out of the room? But you end up succumbing to their whims and their desires, and that was my morning. And then I ended up going back to sleep, looking at crypto and going, ah. So yeah, doing this video because I don't want you guys to get caught out on this. Yeah, that's the video, and it's gone on far too long for me just to simply say, hey guys, don't sell your crypto because it's just getting shaken out. Altcoins, of course, are gonna bleed because people get scared. People get scared. People get scared. It's ridiculous that people get so scared of stuff. When stuff's so strong, look at it all. You know, 20%. Link, chain links, and great project down. It's massive. It's like all these are discounts. When you were back, like I said earlier, when you were here on the 11th of November and you were looking down, you know, kind of these areas and these times, and was thinking, I wish I could buy, you know, back in June. And now you've got the opportunity to. So why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you? Probably because Christmas is coming up and you want to buy your Christmas presents and you need money for Christmas in general. You know, it's all going to cost everyone a lot of money, and I understand that. So is it worth getting things on credit cards now? You know, the advice that you always hear online is don't get into debt. Don't spend more than you can afford to lose. Is this one of those times where you should go into debt and do that? I'll leave you guys to think about that one. But for everything that's down now, you know, 20%. Maybe tomorrow we might find another downer. We might find another, 15% or whatever. But they can't keep going down when the RSI on everything is showing oversold, right? It's time to buy the dips. These are the dips. This is the perfect time to buy. Hidden bullish divergence on pretty much every single one of these now, and we're all in the oversold zone. It is a time to buy. It's like Christmas is it's fantastic. Because the cat's our boss. Yeah, it's true. It's true. All right, guys. Yeah, don't put in more than you can afford to lose. With that, I'm signing out. Polygon's a good project. Don't be concerned. All right, I have things to do and programs to watch, and I've got a Saturday to enjoy, and I've also got my accountant that is on my case, and I've got those to do. So I'm wishing you all the best. I'm just looking for the end stream button. Here it is. I'm going to say goodbye to Dead Money. I'm going to say goodbye to Not a Cat and Grace. And I don't think anybody else was on here. It's just you guys. All right. So thanks for signing in. And yeah, I'll see you on the next video.